Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland, and our World at War series on the channel. And in the last episode, we dealt with the big summer update and updating everything in our city here, and so we have all of the new buildings and things like that. And I actually did notice while I was preparing for this episode that we actually have a couple extra spots here that we can make use of for more housing, and we're going to need it because, as you can see, we have extra workplaces, we have quite a bit of homelessness. So we are actually going to set all of these houses to be what we're going to focus on. I think what we're going to do basically is try to use any of our extra employees that we can use, and we're going to just try and put them on things like fields or even on more lumber mills. And in doing so, we can at least get some more raw resources and things like that. That way we don't have anybody just idling around while we are trying to continue expanding our little, trying to make all these medical cells and things like that. So that's what we're probably going to do there. If we can stock up on a ton of rye and on hops and things like that, we can at least make some more flour and make some more beer, and maybe even try to make flavorful ale, although that's probably not going to be in the cards for a while because we don't really have the extra herbs for it. I would like to mainly use these on medical cells and not waste it on ales, but maybe we could do that. And otherwise, we will also have a little bit of workplaces used up on this mine. I'm going to go ahead and place Radibor on it now. Instructions are still not received. That's fine. We'll go ahead. We don't have much wood, so we're not going to upgrade that right now. So on one other note, I'm going to go ahead and pause now. Make sure I set all these to build first, and I did, okay. I think that'll be probably not enough houses still, but we'll go with it for now. We need the granary built quickly. We're okay, I think, on regular warehouses. Yes, it's probably okay. I would prefer to get the granary built first, and then all these housing. Smelting furnace and workshop we're not too worried about at the moment. Same with the temple. I would like to get it, but it's just going to increase our happiness. So anyways, the next thing we need to worry about, and it's almost here, is this little squad here, and it's got 45 minutes. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring Vitamir, we're going to bring Zivka and Malonia into this, and we'll just bring basically everybody else. And we're not going to have enough weapons for them. We only have enough weapons for actually half. But I do want to see what it says. 65%. Okay. So that's our chance of success. And I think we can do that. I think we'll be okay. But I do want to see if they're going to be in multiple squads here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can get a good look here. It looks like there's one that's pretty large there, so that might be all of them. I think it might be. Okay, that's good news, because we can just go right on up here with our one squad, and I really hope I'm not just missing somebody down here. I know I've done that a couple of times since they started splitting up their squads. I'm just not very used to it, but I think that this is okay. So let's go ahead. That's only 6. There's 6 more there, maybe? I hope that's what's going on. So that does mean that we need to split up these squads really quick, just to be safe. So we're going to do Vitamir on 1, and we can take... We're just going to take almost all of them out, just so we can kind of plan this. So we're going to do these ones, and we're going to do a couple of the weaker ones as well. Maybe one more. So something like that. And that's 5 with weapons, so that's perfect. And we'll do Zivka on the other, and she can bring everybody else, including Malonia. And that's, yep, pretty much the other half. Okay, so now we can send Zivka to go up here and go at this other squad. And Vitamir, we can actually just click down here now, and we don't have to go and find them every single time, which is quite nice. And we are just going to click Zivka, and we'll attack. So this should catch up to them in time. I guess these guys are going after our mine first, which is a little annoying. They're going to probably burn it in time. Or at least start burning it, which is also, yes, very annoying. Okay, let's see. Try to get over there, and we'll check out this battle with Malonia. They will probably have no real issues with this. Okay, we've already gone our first blood. I think we lost one over here. Hopefully they are not dead. Let's see, where are they? I do see the armor on the ground. Maybe they just Maybe they just surrendered behind this tree? I think they're alive. Either way, we are almost pretty much done there. Let's see how this one's going. Yes, they did, of course, burn this, but the good news is they stopped total destruction on any building, so you can always repair them, which is quite nice. Looks like Vidomir is doing well, and it looks like Zivka did pretty well as well. So let's go ahead and take that down. We should at least get a little bit of weapons and armor from that, so that's going to be quite nice. And Vidomir, just go ahead and finish up this battle. And we'll go ahead and disband you as well. Okay, that worked out pretty well. It looks like we have one in pain and shock as far as warriors go. That's the only one I see of ours that's actually on the ground and dying. Oh, this one died, unfortunately. Okay, so we did lose one, certainly. I think everybody else is alive. Yes, it looks like it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to consider that a win. I would prefer to have done a little bit better, but we can finally go and just take this out now. And we're going to have Vidomir go with whoever we find that has weapons. So we want to have the most amount of people with weapons. So we're just going to have to quickly kind of go through this, and I won't make you watch this. Okay, so I did find the 10 people, including Melania and Zivka, that have weapons. So we're just going to go ahead and probably send all of these. Zivka doesn't have a whole lot to do. Actually, come to think of it, we do have the trader. So maybe I would like her to go still, though. Is the trader already in the town? Doesn't look like it. Where is that? Where are they at? Looks like they're down over here. Okay, we'll wait for them, and then we'll send this off. Okay, and here we are at the trader, and we're just going to go ahead. We're going to sell a couple medical salves, but we have to keep some. We have 3 that have injuries, so we're going to go ahead and just keep 3 of them, and we'll sell the rest. And otherwise, we have quite a bit of rings. Do we have anybody that we can hire yet? Patara? Seems like he would be okay as a potential heir, but the only real option would be to have him marry Melonia then, and then we would have a Caden and a Macaw as our heirs, which, obviously being Vardens, wouldn't be the best. But I think he would be better than Melonia, at least, because nobody would hate him. So it's possible we could just hire him and then give up Melonia entirely. So we'll have to see how many rings that's going to be. I think it's going to be a little bit expensive. But let's just see. Can we get rid of any books yet? I think we can get rid of the granary. I don't think we can get rid of the rest of these yet. We could get rid of wages. I think we already have that, and internal trades. We'll just sell these. We don't really need them. And I would not mind getting military logistics or armory here. I'm not sure which one I would prefer, though. I don't think we're going to be able to actually forge any armory yet, so I think actually we probably won't need the armory because we would actually need to have things to stock it with first. So the weapon forge is probably the best in that circumstance. And we do have a lot of extra workplaces right now, so it might be for the best to sell some of these more expensive prisoners for the time being. And we'll just go with about that many. We can still keep some, at least. I don't think there's anything else we can really do except for buy these weapons. And we're just going to call it there. So now we're going to go ahead and reset up that army, and we'll get going. It looks like actually one of these guys survived. We might be able to hit them on the way back, or on their way back. We'll send Zivka and Melonia, and we can actually send quite a bit more now if we want to, because of these weapons. But I would rather just send nothing but maces, really, if I can do that. And we'll send a couple of bows as well as fine. Because this way we won't break weapons as much, and that will actually be quite nice. So we'll go ahead and see if we can't catch these guys. We're not allowed to, because they're not attacking us. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just attack them directly then. And now we're going to go ahead and try to hire this guy. We'll see how much it costs. Melonia would have to do it. Oh, okay, so you have to pay directly in coins now. You can't pay in rings anymore. Okay. So does this still come out of our coffers, or does it come out of theirs? I'm not actually sure if it comes out of the person who's doing the hiring, or if it comes out of our, our kind of treasury, which is the amount up here. Of course, since the update, everybody has their own. Let's see, can I actually get to her character profile somehow still? I don't think so. That's a little weird. I can't do it for any of them. But either way, so as you can see, Radibor has 300 gold. We actually have 1,200 in our treasury. And he can actually take money from the treasury as well, or deposit. It'll just make him a little upset. So that's definitely an option as well. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see once Melonia gets back home, and we'll see if we can't... Ooh, actually, he won't be back. He won't still be here. Okay, we need to cancel this one more time. This will be the last time, just so we can go ahead and hire this guy now. Good thing I thought about that, otherwise we would have lost him. We'll go ahead and hire him for 10 days. It's 444. I don't like spending that much, but we really do not have an option. And I don't know how much longer we have for Melonia. I don't... 6 days, okay. So we still have her for a little while. So now we'll go ahead and finally make this attack. I guess we have to remake our army a little bit here. Okay, that looks good. And one more crossbow. Take out the sword. We'll put a bow in instead. That looks pretty good. Well, actually, we'll just take these extra 3 with the bows. There's no reason not to. The bows aren't likely to break. Now, another bit of good news, because our newest priest after we decapitated the last one, I think it was Vidomir who decapitated him. He does not hate Radibor quite as much, which is very good news for us, and he has apparently an interest to Radibor as well. Don't know how I feel about that one. However, it looks like Radibor also doesn't dislike him, so it's possible if we do some spending time here, maybe they will actually get a good relationship, which would be very nice if we finally had a good relationship with our priest. It should help prevent any future mutinies and things like that. And I guess we also got a nice bit of new peasants as well. So we are once again at an excess of workplaces. We probably could have just sold off all of our prisoners, but we'll see how all that goes. I would like to at least keep some, because I always fail to actually keep prisoners around for the work. Okay, and here we are. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this battle. It's not going to be a big one. There's only 10 of them left. Okay, I guess that's a little more than I thought that there would be. I thought it was going to be around 5, but 10 is okay. We will actually get a nice amount of money. Maybe these axes won't break. That would actually be quite nice. We'll go ahead. I don't even think we're going to bother with staying in the back anymore. If Vidomir dies, he's pretty much at that age anyways. I mean, he's 71, and he's very good at combat, so we need him to just be in. We don't need to worry about targeting archers or anything like that, so let's just get them in there. And we'll see how this goes. It should not be too big of an issue for us. Hopefully we don't lose anybody. I would like it if we just don't lose anybody. And it looks like, yes, they are just falling like flies, so that's good. And Vidomir gained another combat skill level. Happy about that. We got some surrenders here as well. Okay, that's good. So we will get... it looks like we'll get at least 5 prisoners. That's good. 3 only died and 1 escaped. And we'll get 250 gold. Okay. So based on the amount of prisoners that we have working on everything at the moment, it seems we have a few extra. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the prisoners actually onto the hall right now, so that the builders and the servants will all be done by prisoners. And that way, hopefully, we can get some of this stuff built, because we really need to get a lot of the stuff built pretty fast. And that should help us a little bit. I could also place... We have a couple of loyalists, finally. And they also have a 30% productivity bonus, so we could place them... I don't want to place them on the herbalist. There's really no point for that. They're already... The prisoners are already getting through this pretty fast. But getting more of our medical cells done a little more quickly would definitely be something that I would be happy about. So we'll go ahead and place the loyalists here, and then we'll have even more prisoners again. And I think we'll just go ahead and place them. I think we would actually be best stocking up our flour. So I think we're going to want maybe people on the rye fields. That's what I'm thinking. It is pretty far away, and we won't have warriors working near them, though. There won't be any patrols. So that's a little worrisome. Maybe I will just put them on the lumber mill then, just to be a little safe. And now everyone's back home, and it looks like everybody's pretty happy. Radibor and Ludadar actually like each other. I think I may keep Melonia home for the time being, so that Radibor has somebody he can do some hunts with when he is done with his inspections. Yeah, he does have his inspections almost done. So we'll go ahead and attack this camp now, and we're going to send Vitamir, of course, with Zivka in tow, and we will send, I guess it put our axe in automatically. I don't even know what happened to our sword. It must have gotten picked up by somebody. But this looks okay. We'll try, can we put this guy back? No, okay, he has a weapon on him. So it looks like everybody's pretty much got weapons on them. We'll just take a couple of our bows back. And that looks pretty good. 66%, I like that a lot more. Okay, we did have Paris asking for more troops. I thought we already did this. Maybe it was a different one. I'm not really too sure what happened there. But the bigger issue than Paris hating us more is that Belgrade is actually sending a sudden attack on us, and they are quite strong. I don't really know what to do about this. Hopefully we are getting some soldiers. No, Paris is not helping us. They're just going to attack Vienna. I don't know why they're... I wish they would update the kind of diplomacy here. Like, yes, they want our soldiers, but they also don't really need them for this attack, so I don't really know why they would be upset that we're not helping them, because now they just get all the loot. I wish it would factor in things like that. Hopefully at some point the developers will update it a little bit. But either way, what we're going to do, we'll just set our new ambition to economic. We're going to need to return home, of course. And the only real hope we have, we did get our extra mercenary, but we're probably going to need more. We have 1,000 gold. We don't have a lot to work with here. We may just have to bring some of these prisoners into our army, but I'm hoping we don't have to do that. The only real chance we have is to hire somebody, though, so we're going to go ahead. We'll take this guy, and hopefully he can make it in time. 30 hours, I don't think he's going to make it. No, not even close. So, I guess we'll just have to hire him anyways, but we're going to go ahead. It looks like Vitamir is sick or something. Is that from Rutabaga, or? Yes. Okay, well, let him get his medicine. Okay, so here we are at the trader, and what we basically got to do is we've got to just grab all of the weapons and hope that that's enough to actually save us. We'll also sell off most of these medical salves, probably as many rings as we can in order to get a little bit more funds. We're going to sell off this paper as well for the exact same reason, and we'll sell all of these prisoners that don't have very good combat skill. The rest of them we are probably going to have to hire. I would like to buy the armor and the shields, but I think I would rather just take the extra money so that we can start to build a little bit more of an army later after all of this is said and done. So what we're going to need to do now, I think, is just probably hire all these prisoners, but we will wait just because they will probably be a little depressed still, and we don't want them to immediately desert. But we will get ready to do that once these guys get a little bit closer. Okay, and Belgrade has just about arrived, but of course we are now being attacked by ragged ones as well, and this is pretty much just things getting as bad as they can possibly get for us. Why not? The game absolutely hates us right now, and we're just going to have to kind of take it. We're probably going to need about, maybe we should check how many weapons we actually have. We're going to probably need everybody. I don't want to risk Radibor. I'd almost rather everything get burned down than have Radibor die right now. So it looks like we can get one more warrior, and we'll take... Do we have anybody that's stronger than a 3 combat? It doesn't look like we do. So we'll take you. And we'll just go ahead and create this army now. And put everybody in it. The ragged ones will probably have to let burn things. Luckily with the new update, they will still be repairable buildings, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so we just about have everyone gathered here, it looks like. And it looks like Belgrade has arrived, and they're actually taking out these bandits. That's a good sign for us. Because what we can do is we can actually move over here and wait for that squad. It looks like that might be the only other one. I don't see anything over here on the west side. So we'll go ahead and wait and see exactly what they're going to attack first. It looks like the library and the hall. If one of them attacks this, maybe we can actually pull in one of these squads without pulling in the other one. I'm gonna try to do that. If we can do that, that would actually be pretty good for us. Looks like it just happened, okay. What happened to all those guys, I'm not even sure. But it looks like this is actually working. Okay. Kind of. I don't know if we can take out this other squad with just 16. I'm not even sure what these guys are doing. Get in there. Get into the attack. And what are these other... Where's these ragged ones? I'm not even sure where they are. Oh, here. Okay. So they're gonna attack our houses. It's not my favorite thing in the world. But there's only one left. He's trying to run. Get him, guys. Come on. Take him out. Okay, there's the surrender. Now get up here. I don't know why they're going all the way around. Okay, we're gonna have to repair a lot of stuff. Luckily, there is the repair option for everything now. You don't ever fully lose a building. But this is still... This is about as bad of a situation as we could have had. At least we survived. So it could be worse in that sense, but we need to set these all to build first. Build first, build first. Build first, okay. Oh no. Okay, fire in the building, so we can't repair this yet. Some of these things are also still burning, so I think we can't repair them just yet. Build first. Okay, and Maloney has also become a politic. A politician, that is. We can't fire her. I don't like that you can't just fire somebody early. But looks like Tara is also has an infected wound. That's not good. Okay, well, this is probably where we're gonna call it. The fact that we survived is already pretty good. We basically lost everybody, though. We lost everybody. We lost almost everything. We have over half of our city is homeless now. We don't have a lot of money either. We have a little bit more money than we did, but not a lot. Let's go ahead. Oh, we don't even have the library, so we can't start knowledge at the moment. That's okay. Okay, so the next episode is going to be about rebuilding once again. I think it's going to be time to do something about Rome. I don't know, maybe we can... It's not going to let us because, yes, okay. So we would have to leave Paris somehow, which is going to be impossible for the moment. So I guess we're going to have to keep dealing with this. We're going to have to figure something out. Everybody around us is still stronger than us, so I don't know. The plan may just be to keep slowly building up, getting burnt down every so often, and then rebuilding and just growing a little bit more. So this may just be the way the next 10 or so episodes go. Maybe the way that this new update affects us may actually help us because of just everybody being so happy that we can build up a lot of population, which may help us. But either way, that is going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.